Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertip like I'm Thanos, knocking through.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run it in, going option right. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in, complete. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Cut 19, cut 19, 3, Warriors 17.
A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the second of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
19 tight, 19 tight. Nothing 19.
Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
18 Randall, 18 Randall. Check mash, check mash.
Hurts. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On play action, Lance. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Lance going to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Lance looking to throw it. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time,
he's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. From the 44, Lance. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On 1st down, Hurts looking deep for Julio. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Lance. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll try again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yes, indeed, that play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Lance now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Shotgun now for Lance. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Working from the gun, Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Lance looks to throw again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Lance now to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, a 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Eagles 17. Greg Joseph, the kickoff for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
19 tight.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. That's a 45-yard.
They go play action with Hurts. He delivers another to Goedert, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Buffalo 18. Panther 11.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Left side complete. That's Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
7 Pirates. 60 Maverick. Top 19. Warriors 17.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Lance. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a play fake. Lance. And this one is incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Trey Lance scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On play action, Lance. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Right. Roster, 6,
And they'll go for it. Lance airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it inside the 10. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Again, it's Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here. He's got a man, complete. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Now The deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and inches, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Throwing now is Lance. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
700.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Hurts to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Joseph on for the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going deep for Brown. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
19 take. Nothing, 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
Doesn't help indeed.
Ready, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We're thinking about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now on 2nd and 13, Lance. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On the set.